Test, 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 test. And we're just about set for the first pitch. Coaches meeting going on at home plate. The Hillsboro Wet Sox coming off of a 3-0 victory last night over the Columbia Gorge Hustlers, playing a single A season this year for American Legion Baseball. Normally a triple A team, but we were not told until earlier this evening that contest last night was not a AAA versus AAA contest. Tonight, the Wet Sox take on yet another Mound Time Baseball club level program, the 18 and under team. The lineup offensively for the Mound Time Moles, wearing a little different uniform tonight than what we've seen from their other two teams. Just a plain red t-shirt with navy, very dark blue, very basic stenciled on numerals with moles in stencil pattern lettering across the t-shirt. Wet Sox will be wearing their Columbia blue or light blue, baby blue uniform shirts, pants, gray shirts with Columbia blue along the collarbone and the sleeves with the Wet Sox logo. Again, Columbia blue, light blue lettering in an arc pattern across the chest with Columbia blue, baby blue hats, and the Wet Sox logo. Unless that is the bad boy we see. No, that is correct, but they will be wearing their darker blue hats with the dark blue bills as well, all one color except for the Wet Sox logo over the center of the cap. Defensively for the Wet Sox, started to give you the hitting lineup. Starting pitcher number 24, Thomas Cole. Behind the plate, Dexter Olson. At first base, number 15, Riley Dubois. Second baseman tonight will be number 5, David Trejo. At third base, number 3, David Hoskins. Playing at center field, number 13, Hayden Grott. In left field, number 8, Stanley Ritter. Travis Hale will be in center field tonight. And in right field, number 22, Ty Parrish, who picked up the save last night, giving up 3 hits over the last 3 innings of the game in a combined 5-hit shutout, along with Camden Gager, who pitched a phenomenal game, gave up just a couple of walks and a couple of strikeouts as well. Got a lot of help from his defense, not so much offensively. The Wet Sox did pound out 12 base hits, but 2 of the 3 runs scored that came in the bottom of the second inning did not score on base hits. They scored on a sac fly to right and a stolen base. That run would not have scored had it not been for the dropped throw to the plate after the collision was made with the Hustlers catcher. Free agency starting earlier late this afternoon, and the Blazers again making another move, not a big one, signing Brandon Carlson as a potential number 3 center behind Donovan Clingan and Robert Williams away from Oklahoma City. And we're set For baseball at Century High School, leading off, extra hitter number 2, Luke Sullivan. For the Moles. First pitch swung on and lifted up to the left side of the infield. Shortstop ranging quickly to his left makes the catch. A 1 pitch, a 1 away in the top of the first. Now batting number 50, center fielder Landon White. WIGHT. I believe there is an Isle of Wight that is part of the UK. First pitch swinging again. This one's going to get through for a base hit. Past the Red Sox first baseman, Riley Dubois, and a 1-out single for the Moles. Batting with 1 out, number 3, Malachi O'Brien, third baseman. Pitch is high, throw down to first, not in time. Late sweep tag is too late. Want to know the count? Thomas Cole, tall right-hander, pitch at the knees on the outside part of the plate, 1-1. Throw back to the bag from Cole is not in time. Nasty curveball about chest high, strike 2 called. Started out straight on and then cut. Nice left to right action as it came across the plate late. Again, same spot, gets a swinging miss on the outside edge for out number 1, or out number 2 for strikeout for Thomas Cole. Two outs, that will bring up Ryder like Listy, catcher for mound time. Listy, if I'm reading this the lineup card correctly. First pitch called strike, and Thomas Cole in a groove early. Runner at first goes, throw to second late, and sweep tag. Dexter Olson had a little bit of an issue getting it out of his glove. Otherwise, I think that's an out. The tag was applied on the back foot, but too late. 1-1 the count. Runner in scoring position. The base hit. Pitch is lifted up. Foul. That's going to get over the back screen between the dugout and the tennis courts. 1-2. Thomas Cole trying to get out of the inning after giving up a single to right, the second hitter of the game. The 1-2. Tips his head low. Turns 90 degrees to the plate, misses high, ball 2. Count is even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's back at second. Kicks and fires, again up and in. Back-to-back misses, count is full, 3-2 with a runner in scoring position, not possession, and 2 outs. And misses high, ball 4. And now 2 runners aboard, 2 outs. And the hitter, first baseman Cohen Hall, number 11. We're going to get a designated runner at first base. No numbers on the fronts of the uniforms for Mound Time, so not sure who the pinch runner is. First pitch swinging, grounded to third, and has to hurry the play. And what? Wow, Issue getting it out of his glove, and they're going to rule the runner safe at first. That'll go as an error against the Wet Sox and allow the Moles to continue in the inning for Owen Hagerman. Second baseman we're familiar with, I believe, played for Valley Catholic. Familiar name to us for high school baseball. For Banks, pitches a called strike, 0-1. Base is loaded for Cole. Outside, 1-1. One and one, 2 outs, a base hit, a walk, and an error. A little bit of everything here to start the game. Breaking ball at the knees, taken for strike 2. Heavy dose of the breaking ball from Cole. A lot of movement on it, but only one strikeout so far. Popped up. Shallow center field. Shortstop is called off by the second baseman, who makes the catch late and after half an inning. Mound Time threatens early, a base hit, an error, and a walk, leaving the bases loaded. But the Wet Sox get a pop fly to the center of the infield to end the top of the first. And after half an inning, Mound Time nothing, and the Wet Sox coming to the plate.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items, including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
And we're back bottom of the first inning. No score. AAA American Legion Hillsboro Wet Sox and the club level Mound Time 18 and under Moles. Starting pitcher for Mound Time, a left-hander, same stance as Thomas Cole, the starter for the Wet Sox. But whereas as Cole faces third to start his delivery, Jack Wright, the left-hander for the Moles, faces first. Both again with that 90-degree stance to the plate. Leading off for the Wet Sox, number 5, David Trejo, second baseman. First pitch taken for strike 1. Pitch is swung on high into the back screen off the first base side, 0-2. To pitch right there, strike 3 called. David Trejo set down to open the game offensively for Hillsboro. It'll bring up catcher number 11, Dexter Olson. That's the first miss by Wright, ball 1 to Dexter Olson. Left-hander fires, strike at the knees, 1-1. All fastballs so far. Swung on, fouled off to the right side, 1-2. Again, rain is threatening. We are seeing a little bit more sun breaks than yesterday, but wind has also picked up. That one misses just outside, 2-2. Again, 3:15 to left, 3:30 to right, 360 to straightaway center field. Pitch is off the end of the bat. That's going to drop down the right field line, and they're going to hold Dexter Olson at first with a 1-out single to right. I'll bring up number 17, Zadok Bowlby, the designated hitter. For a second, they may have ruled that a foul ball. He's coming off the field, but that is because he is the catcher, and he will be pinch ran for by Jordan Farnes. Pitch is inside for ball 1. Throw to first. The 1-0, well inside, 2-0 the count. Two-0. Nice pitch at the bottom of the zone, swung on and missed. Home run swing, unable to connect, 2-1. Low and outside at the knees, ruled strike 2. Two-two, swung on, flared off foul to the right side, or left side off of third. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch, again fouled off out of play. Oregon hosting not only their own state AAA championship, strike 3 called as Bowlby, big grin on his face, turns and looks back at the home plate umpire, out number 2. Number 15, Riley Dubois, first baseman, runner at first. Oregon hosting regionals for the Northwest in late July down in Medford. Pitch is low, ball one. Throw back to first. Also, Medford at one time hosted minor league baseball in the Southern Oregon A's of the Single A Northwest League, same league that the Hillsboro Hops play in. That's going to be line straight back foul, about a foot or so above our, couple of feet or so above our camera. But right in front of it, protected by the back screen. And some talks now that Eugene could be moving there as the M's. As the M's of Eugene having some issues finding a new place to play with the minor league season getting moved up the same time as college baseball and PK Park hosting both. Not a situation that can continue much longer. That pitch is up and away 2-2. And Harry and David Field, which according to information we have gotten, had a rule in place that games could not be played after dark, as Riley Dubois goes down swinging to end the first. Would have to have that changed for minor league baseball to return to Medford, and there may be some changes coming to Harry and David Field in Medford if that does take place. We go to the top of the second inning. The Wet Sox leave a runner stranded after a one-out single to right, and after one full inning, each team with a base hit, but neither team on the board. We'll be back in a moment.
Same great smile, same great service, but a brand new location and a great new team. Sarah Hesselman Group is still proud to support Banks High School athletics, but has now joined the Premier Property Group real estate team with new offices located in Bethany. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, contact the Sarah Hesselman Group, Sarah at sarahhesselman.com, or call 503-313-0748.
Top of the second inning, no score between the Hillsboro Wet Sox and Mound Time Baseball. Leading off the top of the second, number 10 designated hitter Gus Brunner. First pitch is outside, ball one. The 1-0 pitch, swung on late, foul. It's going to go hit the center of the backstop just to our left, and then kind of curled its way up all the way to the opposite side and almost over the top, 1-1. Pitch is outside again, 2-1, almost like a, there used to be a special on CBS growing up in the 80s called The Circus of the Stars. They had a motorcycle inside a giant kind of chain link orb doing circles around the inside, almost like a gyroscope. That's the way that baseball had action. Drop third, strike, throw to first is in time for out number one in the top of the second. Riley Villa not playing defense, but will be hitting. No position listed on the lineup card. 1 out in the top of the second. No score. First pitch from Cole. Not much action. Not much action on that breaking ball. Strike on the outside edge. 0-1. Fastball down. Dia goes down to get it, but late on the swing. 0-2 the count. Go-to pitch. Strike 3 called. Out number 2. Fastball in the inner half. Second strikeout of the game for Thomas Cole. Number 8, Damian Elizav. Looks like Elizavares, Elizavvares, if I'm reading manager's writing correctly. The shortstop. As we get towards the bottom of the order for mound time, Cole kicks and fires, breaking ball chopped. Foul late, right of third. Pitch from Cole, late called strike on the outside part of the plate. Looking for the third out of the top of the second. Would be his third strikeout of the game. And this is badly outside, skips all the way to the backstop. Past Olson, 2-2. Two pitch, breaking ball swung on and lifted to left. And not much issue with it. Takes a couple of steps to his left and makes the catch for out number 3. This time, mound time goes in order in the top of the second. Still no score as we head to the bottom half.
Visit Main Street Pizza in Banks, located next to Jim's Market, for the best pizza in Washington County. From loaded hot baked subs to a Main Street special pizza piled high, we will satisfy your pizza cravings. We've been serving and supporting the Banks community since 1986. Open daily at 11 a.m. Call ahead now to place your order at 503-324-5858 or follow us on Facebook to see our daily lunch specials. Mention this radio ad and receive $2 off any Main Street pizza.
Now with more Banks Braves Athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves, Trevor Beard. Now with more Banks Braves Athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves, Trevor Beard. Now with more Banks Braves Athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves, Trevor Beard. Now with more Banks Braves Athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves.
Sorry about that. Got stuck in a loop there. Bottom of the second inning. No score. First pitch lifted out of play, foul by David Hoskins, the third baseman, leading off the bottom of the second. Pitch is chopped foul off to the opposite side towards third. 2 strikes the count. after back-to-back foul balls to open the half for the Wet Sox offensively. Which is up, taken for ball one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Shadows starting to form around home plate. 1-2. That pitch was called a strike earlier in the top half. Not that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes, maybe a touch further out, but looked right in that same spot. The 2-2. Slow chopper to short is going to have to hurry it, and plenty of time makes the throw to first for out number 1. Love to hear the cowbell from some of the Mound Time fans. Great tradition. Not sure if it started in Sacramento, but I think that was where it first got good recognition from in sports. Just outside 1-0. Great skit with the cowbell and kind of mocking Blue Oyster Cult on Saturday Night Live. Pitch is low and away, 2-0. Jams him on a pitch down and in on a cutter. Up to second to make the catch for out number 2. Batting number 8, Stanley Ritter. Had a couple of at-bats late in the game last night. He'll get the start in left field this evening. Pitch outside, ball 1. Swung on, fouled out of play. Well over the corner of the long back screen. Behind the first base dugout, 1-1. Swung on, lifted out of play, foul once again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Wet Sox down to their final pitch in the bottom of the second. Jammed him again. That's going to stay fair on a swinging bunt, and that's going to die in the grass for a 2-out swinging bunt single up the third base side, about halfway up the line. Got slowed up in the grass. No play. Number 22, Ty Parrish, right fielder. Closed out the final 3 innings last night on the bump for the Wet Sox. The pitch swung on, and that's driven to right into the corner. Racing over towards the line to make the catch, though, is the right fielder. Not Timmy Winters. Wet Sox get a 2-out swinging bunt single up the third base line, but again, no runs, and we go to the top of the third, no score.
For more than 45 years, Housemaster has been offering residential and commercial inspection services with more than 200 locations across the U.S. and Canada. We've helped more than 3.5 million buyers and sellers make important real estate decisions. Housemaster of Southwest Portland helps local residents make the right choice when purchasing a residential or commercial property. Call Housemaster of Southwest Portland, 971-245-2500, or visit their website, housemaster.com/southwest-Portland.
Top of the third inning. Mound Time coming to the plate. Leading off number 27, Elias Powell. Left fielder. Pitch is low and off the plate. Bounces into the glove of Olson, ball one. Breaking ball miss. Oh, started to say ball two, but it's ruled a strike on the inner half, 1-1. Swung on and missed on a late breaking ball on the outside, 1-2. Strike three called with the knees, looked low, but out number one. Fourth strikeout of the game for Thomas Cole. Back to the top of the order for extra hitter Luke Sullivan. Taken all the way for strike one. In the dirt to even the count, 1-1 strike. Clouds starting to break up nicely. We could see temperatures in the low 80s by the 4th of July, which after our really hot start to the summer, even prior to the official start of summer, we've had pretty cold and damp handful of days, even snow at Timberline over the weekend. But still not no plans for really hot weather like we saw last week. Over the next week and a half or so. Ooh, grounded off the foot of Cole. They're going to have to check on him. He tried to hop out of the way of the pitch, but he seems to be no worse for the wear. Head coach Mason Wright, though, is going to come out and make sure he's okay. Two outs in the bottom of the second after Thomas Cole took a shot off his foot. Top of the third inning, actually, no score. And Landon White, the hitter, number 50, center fielder, second at bat. Breaking ball outside, ball one. Misses outside on a curveball, 1-2-0. This is even further outside that time at the knees, 3-0 the count. Thomas Cole has not walked a lot of hitters tonight. 4 strikeouts. Can only really remember him walking one batter. Pitch is high that time for a 4-pitch walk. 2-out base runner for mound time with Malachi O'Brien, third baseman, number 3. Oh, breaking ball lifted up on the first pitch, swinging, and lost it trying to go back on the ball. Threw it to the cutoff man. I think he had his back turned and got beamed, I think, by the throw. They initially were going to hold the runner at third. Started to think about sending him to the plate, but he will stay put. That will likely go as a base hit. And number 98 again, Ryder Listy. Breaking ball taken, strike one. So each team with now 2 base hits, 2 runners aboard at second and third for mound time, 2 outs. Looking for the first run of the game. That pitch is popped up, foul, out of play. 0-2, and Cole trying to get out of a jam in the top of the third after giving up a pair of base runners with 2 outs. Pitch from Cole, a little bit high, 1-2. A lot of great movement on the pitches from Cole on the breaking ball, but missed that time up in the zone. The 1-2, swung on, fouled, out of play. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes, runners at second and third, no score. 2 base hits apiece for each team in the top of the third. Breaking ball, line past the third baseman. That's going to be inside the bag for a 2 RBI double. He's going to be called out he is ruled safe. Apparently he slid in behind the tag as the throw came in to the opposite side of the bag from third as the double to left. It's 2-0 mound time on the third hit of the game. Number 11, Cohen Hall, the first baseman, with 2 outs. Ryder Listy with a 2 RBI double with 2 outs in the top of the third to give mound time a 2-0 lead. Cole steps off. Pitch is bounced to the plate, 1-0. The 1-0. Again, low, trapped by Olson, able to keep it out of the dirt, but just barely. 2-0 the count, and now Thomas Cole appears to be not firing on all cylinders, maybe a little bit nervous after giving up a pair of runs with 2 outs, and that one misses badly up and off the plate, well out of the zone. 3-0 the count. Second time this series of at-bats for mound time. They've had a 3-0 count. Last time it led to a 4-pitch walk. And strike taken. Throw back to second, threw it away. And they're going to keep the runner at second. Now it's going to get all the way to the wall, and they will send him to third, and that's got to go as an E1. Time called, infield umpire getting into position in front of the shortstop. Swung on and lifted to shallow left. And able to make the catch to limit the damage in the top of the third. 2 runs on 1 base hit and 1 error. Also a walk in the inning on a 4-pitch walk from Thomas Cole. He gets Cohen Hall to pop one up to the left side on a 3-1 pitch to end the top of the third. But Mound Time takes a 2-0 lead, headed to the bottom half.
Transaction Transmission in the heart of Banks specializes in transmission repair, but they service all types of vehicle repairs and makes and models. 5-star reviews and quality workmanship you can trust. Owner Joey Tardio doesn't just repair vehicles, he eats, sleeps, and breathes all things auto-related as an auto racer March through October. Trust your vehicle to Transaction Transmission at the end of Sunset Avenue in the heart of Banks. Call 503-359-9141.
Leading off for the White Sox in the bottom of the third, the number 8 hitter, Hayden Grott, the starting shortstop. First pitch taken at the knees, strike 1. Check swing. It would have been strike 2 either way. 0-2 the count. And pitch just misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Back-to-back misses from Jace Wright. That one, I believe, missed low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-0 lead for Mound Time. Foul tipped into the glove of the catcher, Ryder Listy. Back to the top of the order, David Trejo, second baseman. Misses badly outside 1-0. Hasn't been a lot of that from Jace Wright. He's been pretty much on target through the first 3 innings. Has given up a couple of base hits, but no runs. Line foul off the right side, 1-1. Just misses outside, 2-1. Century High School, one of the newest high schools in the Hillsborough School District. The very eastern edge of Hillsborough. Again, pitch just misses, 3-1. Right on the edge of Hillsborough and Aloha. Three-one pitch bounces past catcher Listy all the way to the backstop, and Red Sox will have the tying run at the plate after a 5-pitch walk and 1 out. Number 11 catcher Dexter Olson. Pitch down and in. Ball one. Oh, and in the dirt, 2-0, and Ace Wright, or I think it's Jack Wright. Oh, I couldn't tell if it was a K or an E. This is on the first two pitches to Dexter Olson after a 5-pitch walk a moment ago. That pitch is low and outside. 3-0 the count. 6 of the last 7 pitches thrown by Jack Wright have missed the plate. Throw to first. And misses badly outside. Another 4-pitch walk that time. Now runners at first and second. And we're going to get a visit to the mound for Jack Wright as a run is walked into scoring position for the Red Sox after back-to-back runners put on base via the walk. Jack Wright will stay in the game. He's going to take a breather, though, as he comes off the right side of the mound. Now we'll climb back up on the hill. 1 out, runners at first and second after back-to-back walks with short counts. First pitch that time fouled straight back by Zadok Bowlby, 0-1. Swung on and driven to center field. That's going to drop. And they're going to keep the runners in place. Bases are loaded. Throw gets away, and that'll go as an error and score the first run of the game for the Red Sox. So a hit and an error on the play. Riley DuBois with still 2 runners in scoring position. First pitch swinging. Foul tipped into the glove of Listy, 0-1. 2 runs, 3 hits for mound time. 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors for Red Sox. One and one. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error for mound time. Just misses low and away, 2-1. Swung on, grounded back up the middle, another base hit. 2 runs are going to score, and the Red Sox now have a 3-2 lead after a 2 RBI single from Riley DuBois. Still only 1 out. The 2 walks given up earlier in the inning have come back to hurt Jack Wright. First pitch taken high to number 3, David Hoskins, ball 1. Jack Wright's pitch swung on down and in, lifted to center field. Got a lot on it for being where that ball was delivered, but caught for out number 2. Number 10, Travis Hale, center fielder. Pitch is well outside, 1-0. So I believe only one of the 3 runs that have scored this inning have been earned. 2 scored after reaching on walks. Know the count? And actually, the 3rd run scored on an error. Strike called. Throw to first. Not in time. Two and 1 to Hoskins. Strike called 2-2. Actually, the hitter, again, Travis Hale. Hoskins is on at first. 3-2 White Sox in the bottom of the 3rd. 3 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for Hillsboro. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error for Mountain Time. Pitches out straight back. Still 2-2. Breaking ball up and away. Count is full. Runner at first. All 4, pitch outside. Now 2 runners aboard with 2 outs and 3 runs in this inning. Three walks in the inning for Wright. First pitch taken for a strike to Stanley Ritter. Reaches for 1 out of the zone. Strike 2. Grounder to first will end the 3rd inning, but the White Sox take the lead on 3 runs, a pair of base hits, and an error. They also get some help from Jack Wright with a couple of walks on 4-pitch and a 5-pitch count. At one point, Jack Wright missed 7 of 8 pitches to the plate. They also get some help on an error, allowing an unearned run to score. And after 3, it's now the White Sox 3 and Mountain Time 2.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsboro. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahayes.com or call us at 503-648-2341.
Top of the fourth inning, 3-2 Hillsboro White Sox leading Mound Time. First pitch to number 13, Owen Hageman, second baseman, is a ball. Swung on and missed on a nice drop pitch. 1-1. Breaking ball misses badly up and in. Hagerman ducks out of the way. 2-1. Full fires. Wow. Just outside, maybe a hair low. 3-1 the count. Swung on, and that's driven deep. That's going to get down for a base hit. In the gap all the way to the wall. Hagerman with a leadoff double in the top of the fourth. Gus Brunner, designated hitter. Nobody out, and already the tying run in scoring position for Mound Time after the White Sox had just taken the lead. Cole checks the runner at second, comes to the plate. Nice pitch, swinging. Comes up empty, 0-1. On breaking ball against the left-handed hitter to the outside edge, 0-2. Pitch is outside for the first miss of the at-bat. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 turns on it, chopped foul towards the first base dugout. Golfs that one foul, able to stay alive, still a 1-2 count. And Thomas Cole battled, taking him for a few extra pitches, the at-bat. The 1-2 misses badly up and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. Comes up empty, that at bat. 1 out. The runner in second, a big out for Thomas Cole. And at the plate, number 18, Riley Villa. The only player on the Mound Time lineup card to not have a position. Breaking ball up, ball 1. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for Mound Time. 3 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for the White Sox. Inside edge about belt high, 1-1. A lot of aerial movement as well. Hillsborough Airport not too far from here, just a little bit north. Check on the swing with the infield umpire. I believe they said yes after the reaction from the Mound Time Gallery. 1-2 from Thomas Cole. Turns on a foul. Now we know for sure it's 1-2 as that one's lined into the White Sox dugout at third. Foul tipped. Olson can't hold on. Otherwise, it would have been out number 2. Olson, I think, a little bit gimpy after that foul ball. Kind of stretching out his right knee a little bit. Not sure where that could have hit him. His whole right leg from his knee to his ankle is covered. A 1-2, taken high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Both his legs covered, knee to foot. Breaking ball, strike 3 called, second out of the inning. And what a coup this would be if Thomas Cole is able to keep the White Sox with the lead despite giving up a leadoff double to the gap in left. Number 8, shortstop Damian Elizavarez. Throw back to second, and again, it goes off the glove of the second baseman. Another error from the White Sox defense. The third of the game, and lucky that one did not send the runner home. And able to go down and get it, and it's going to be lined to left, coming in to make the catch with a runner at third and 2 outs. White Sox, despite the poor defense on the pickoff move for the second time in as many innings, this time able to save a run despite the play advancing the runner to third. We go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Still 3-2 White Sox. Whether it's a steaming hot old-fashioned cup of joe or hot chocolate on a cold winter day, or an ice-cold Italian soda or iced coffee on a hot summer day, any time is a great time to stop by Scoggins Creek Coffee. With 2 locations in Gaston and Yamhill Carlton, their warm and friendly baristas will get you the delicious drink of your choice. Scoggins Creek Coffee, call 503-985-3483, 503-985-3483. Bottom of the 4th inning, sloppy defense from both teams. 3 errors for the White Sox, 1 error for Mound Time. That 1 error from Mound Time coming in the bottom of the 3rd. It allowed the Wet Sox to have a 3-run inning and take the lead. Lucky they were able to hold on to it in the top of the 4th. After poor defense from the Wet Sox themselves, first pitch is high to open the bottom half to Ty Parrish. Taken, late called strike. Strike 2 taken. Got to pull the bat off the shoulders on that one, especially that close to the plate. The 1-2. This is in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two. Swung on and missed. Drop third strike. Throw to first. In time for out number 1. Number 13, shortstop Hayden Grott. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. 3-2 Wet Sox, each team with 4 base hits. Pitch from right. Nasty, kind of a 12-6 breaking ball, 0-1. Able to go down and get it, bottom of the zone. Chopper to short, throw to first is in time for out number 2. Back to the top of the order, and David Trejo, second baseman. Check swing, no swing. I believe it's 1-1. Correction, 2-0. Down and in, 3-0 the count. And again, Jack Wright, after settling down here much of the 4th inning, after giving up a 4-pitch and a 5-pitch walk last inning as part of a 3-run frame, now well behind in the count, 3-0. He does get a pitch taken for a strike that time, 3-1 with 2 outs. Up high, back to the mound. Overhand toss to first for out number 3. We go to the top of the 5th. Quiet inning for Jack Wright and the mound time defense that time. Nobody left. In fact, the Wet Sox go in order in the bottom of the 4th. Top of the 5th inning, still 3-2 Hillsboro.
O'Leary Air is proudly offering Dakin Comfort Pro HVAC products. They've been serving the West Side and Greater Portland Metro since 2015. They pride themselves in getting the job done right, backed by a legacy of integrity, respect, and honesty. O'Leary Air offers competitive pricing on all their work. Give them a call today at 503-989-5251. That's 503-989-5251. Online at o'learyair.com. CCB number 239855.
Top of the fifth inning, last night the Wet Sox won in a 3-0 shutout despite pounding out 12 hits. Tonight, 3 runs, only 4 hits, but getting some help from mound time defense. Both teams not performing well at all defensively. 4 errors so far in the contest. Pitch is inside, ball 1. Strike at the knees. 1-1 the count to number 27, Elias Powell, the left fielder. Chop foul right of third on 1 and 2. One-two pitch, breaking ball at the knees on the inner half. Strike 3 called. Out number 1. Top of the order, number 2, Luke Sullivan, extra hitter, his 3rd time at the plate. Low and off the plate outside in the dirt, ball 1. When picked up just as that pitch was delivered inside, 2-0. Clouds start to thicken up again over the field, but a lot of blue sky behind us. Pitch taken, 2-1. In the dirt, ball 3. This is badly low and away for a 5-pitch walk. Tying run is aboard in the top of the 5th. Number 50, Landon White. Bunch shown, popped high off to just to our left over the top, out of play. It's the runner at first. Again shows bunt, again bunted foul, and that will drop in front of the backstop, but Olson will not get there in time, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, nasty breaking ball, check swing. They're gonna say he went. And out number 2. Seen a lot more movement on most of the other check swings that were not ruled. A swing on the check with the infield umpire. Swing and a miss. Throw to first. Now they got him caught in a rundown. Not sure what happened there. The throw back to the mound instead of the throw to second on the rundown, and runner safe at second. We want to know the count. Hitter number 3, Malachi O'Brien, 2-0. Oh. Thank you. Correction, 1-1. Thomas Cole looks at second. Swings at a high fastball and misses 1-2. Nasty breaking ball misses badly upstairs, 2-2. Two-two pitch. Reaches for one over the head of the shortstop. That's going to tie the game. Play to the plate will be late, and we're tied at 3 in the top of the 5th. Actually, over the head of the second baseman, not the shortstop, opposite side of the bag at second, and Cole Thomas, actually Thomas Cole, first name and last name, both has 2 first names for his full name. Tied at 3, 2 outs in the top of the 5th. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for mound time. 3 runs, 4 hits, 3 errors for the Wet Sox, and the hitter number 9, Ryder Listy, the Moles catcher. Home run swing, pitch down and in. Comes up empty. Throw to first, not in time, 0-1. Breaking ball, strike 2 at the knees. Upstairs, throw again to first, late. Breaking ball, jammed him on the inside, lifted out of play, foul onto the tennis courts, are empty. Still 1-2. Breaking ball knuckled straight back high into the screen. Still a 1-2 count with 2 outs and a runner at first. Swung on and popped to the right side. That's going to get foul out of play. It was foul either way. It stayed foul, but it's going to get out of play, not get foul. Still, 1 ball and 2 strikes, a good 2-out battle with Ryder Listy. Again, the 1-2 threw it badly behind him, and that's going to allow the runner at first to advance into scoring position, the go-ahead run. 2 outs. Almost kind of been treated to our own private air show tonight. A lot of heavy air traffic over the field tonight. The 1-2 count from Cole, breaking ball, check swing. No. 2-2. 3-2. Correction, 3-2. Goes down and gets it. Grounder slide. Gets under the sliding effort of the shortstop. The play at the plate is late. Throw to second is off the heel of the glove. It's going to skip into shallow center. Backed up nicely though, and now Mound Time has regained the lead after another base hit. And that's going to be it for Cole Thomas. Cole Thomas. So Cole Thomas gives up 4 runs on 6 hits in 4 2/3 innings. Going to take a 1-minute break and be back after this pitching change. Tell you who the new man on the hill is for the White Sox when we come back.
I'm Terry the Termite. My bug friends and I are scared for our lives because Bucknell Pest Solutions can kill us in our tracks. Locally owned and operated with more than a decade of experience, they also offer wildlife and rodent control as well. If you want to help to send me to that great big delicious 2x4 in the sky, contact Bucknell Pest Solutions 971-500-4111, email services at bucknellpest.com or visit bucknellpest.com.
Banks Post newspaper is the official news provider of West Side's greatest hits. Listen hourly for West Side news from the Banks Post newsroom. Banks Post newspaper covers Banks, Manning, Buxton, Roy, and surrounding western Washington County communities. If you'd like more information on the Banks Post or want to pick up a copy, visit a local business today. You can also visit their website at bankspost.com or their Facebook page, Banks Post. And we're back top of the 5th inning, pitching change for the White Sox. Coming in to take over for Cole Thomas is starting center fielder Travis Hale. Four runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Mound Time Moles. 2 runs in the top of the 5th to take the 4-3 lead after they had a 2-0 lead in the top of the 3rd. And we're set to resume play. Cohen Hall, the first baseman, will be the first hitter Travis Hale faces. Pitch is low and in the dirt, throw back to second. And again, that has been a interesting situation at best all night. Some poor defense from the middle of the infield on pickoffs at second base. 1-0 the count. Grounded to short. This should do it. Throw to first. Threw it away. Another error will allow another run to score, and it's 5-3. 4 errors in the first 5 innings for the White Sox. Blown in the dirt from Hale, ball one. The hitter is Owen Hagerman, had an RBI last time at the plate. Pitch is low, 2-0. And if the Red Sox wind up losing this game, they're going to have them only themselves to blame. 4 errors. Taken for strike one, 2-1 the count. Hale taking his time, fires, grounded to short. This time much stronger throw, much cleaner, and it is in time for out number 3. But defense has been a big question mark tonight for the Red Sox. 4 errors and an error in the top of the 5th helps. Downtime, add 3 more runs to retake the lead 5-3 as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning.
If you're on supplemental oxygen, heavy and awkward tanks can be a burden. Now you can leave home and leave the tanks behind with Inogen, portable oxygen therapy that moves with you.
With my Inogen, now I'm able to do the things that I've always loved. I just press the button here, and there's my oxygen.
American-designed and assembled Inogen systems are small and light. Our smallest model is less than 8 inches tall. That's about the height of a paperback book and weighs less than 3 pounds. It's tiny. Inogen systems deliver up to 12 hours of medical-grade oxygen on a single charge. With Inogen, you are free to leave the house without the hassle of an oxygen tank.
I could play golf again. I'm free again.
I go anywhere with this. Look how small it is.
Give us a call right now and talk to one of our highly trained oxygen specialists. We'll answer all your questions, and we'll send your free comprehensive guide to portable oxygen.
If you're on oxygen, you need to be using an Inogen.
Call 800-893-2067. That's 800-893-2067.
Last night a 9-inning contest, tonight a 7-inning contest, but this game continues defensively the way it has. We could see the same amount of game time despite longer innings last night. First pitch misses to Dexter Olson outside, ball one. Late called strike at the knees, 1-1. Chopped foul at the plate, 1-2. Dexter Olson, Hillsborough catcher. The 1-2, swung on, driven to center field. That's going to get past. All the way to the wall, rounding second. They're going to send him to third. The throw is not in time, and it gets all the way to the dugout. They're not going to try to risk it and turn it into an inside the park, or try to turn it into an inside the park home run. 5th hit of the game for the Red Sox, and tying run at the plate to open the bottom of the 5th. And number 14, first at bat for Nate Scharringhausen, catcher from last night. First pitch taken for strike one. Just fouled out of play off the right behind home plate, 0-2. Just misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And takes strike 3 that time for out number 1. Runner will stay put at third. Big out for Jack Wright for the time being. Pitch is outside to David Hoskins. Actually, it's Riley DuBois. Pitch is swung on, line back up the middle, and that'll pull the Wet Sox back within a run after an RBI single from Riley DuBois with 1 out. Five, 4, bottom of the 5th. First pitch swinging, fouled off straight back by David Hoskins. In the dirt, gets away from Listy, but they're not going to send DuBois 1-1. Or correction, 1-0. Pitch is lined to the left field corner, and thought he had made the catch. It's going to, almost like he had a hole in his glove, throw to third, not in time. And tying run is at third. Another, call that a base hit for the Wet Sox. Travis Hale, the hitter. New pitcher started at center field. Right, chops that one to short. Infield playing in. Throw to first will be in time for out number 2. Pitch is swung on into the left field corner. First pitch swinging. That's going to get down for a base hit. 2 runs are going to score. A double to the left field corner, sliding into third, not in or second, not in time. 2 RBI double for Travis Hale, and the Wet Sox regain the lead at 6-5. Ty Parrish, right fielder. First pitch swinging. Nothing doing, 0-1. Throw back to second late. Right down the heart of the plate. Fastball blew it past him. 0-2. Who will play defense well enough for a long enough period of time to close out the victory? High fastball. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Mr. Parrish, to end the bottom of the fifth. But the White Sox able to match Mound Time's 3 runs in the top of the fifth with a trio of runs for themselves in the bottom half. They do it with pure offense that time, no help needed from Mound Time. A lot of execution at the plate using the bat, and go to the top of the sixth. The White Sox back on top 6-5.
Happen to you when you're alone? Or what if it happened here? With MedGuard Alert, you're never alone. You can connect with medical professionals anywhere, anytime. And now MedGuard is introducing our exclusive new CareWatch. If you need help quickly, use it from anywhere to contact medical professionals. No cell phone required. The CareWatch is not only a life-saving medical alert device, it's a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And here's the best part. If you have Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. The CareWatch is only available through MedGuard Alert. Call us right now. We have monitoring programs starting as low as $1 a day. The call is free, activation is free, shipping is free, and no contract is required. Remember, with Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. Don't wait. Call us to get your CareWatch right now. Operators are standing by.
Top of the 6th inning of a 7-inning contest. White Sox regaining the lead in the bottom of the 5th, 6-5. First pitch to number 10, Gus Bruner, misses ball 1. Pitch swung on, ripped to first, past the first baseman. That'll go as a base hit. Nice effort from Jordan Farnes, now playing at first, but that'll go as a base hit for Mound Time. Number 18, Riley Villa. Throw to first. Misses for ball 1. First delivery to Riley Villa. One misses outside, 2-0 the count. Again, Wynn picks up. Throw back to first. Nice pitch down at the knees on the inside part. 2-1. Breaking ball misses badly, threw it over his head, and Riley Villa not pleased with that as he takes exception to that pitch. 3-1. Knuckled straight back. Right in front of us, 3-2. And swung on and missed. Strike 3 for out number 1 in the top of the 6th. Century High School, home of the Jaguars. Mascot very similar to the Jacksonville Jaguars of the NFL. Batting number 8, Damian Elizavares. Takes a couple of practice swings, steps in the box. The right-hander Hale delivers to first. Unable to make the tag, races back to the bag, and the runner at first, lucky he did not get doubled off. 2 outs. Number 4, first, Timmy Winters, right fielder. I believe his first at bat. Strike at the knees for the first pitch of the at-bat. 2 in the 3rd, 3 in the 5th for Mound Time Club level baseball of Hillsboro. Pitch on the inside edge, jammed him, fouled it back, 0-2. 3 in the 3rd, 3 in the 5th for the White Sox for 6 runs on 8 hits, but 4 errors. Many of those coming on pickoff attempts at second base. Going to be skipped off the outside, 1-2. Chop to short, deep in the hole. The throw to first. Oh, thought he had it. Great defensive play. Likely got to call that an infield hit. Would have been tough even if that throw was clean. He almost got him, but the throw not quite able to get held on to by the first baseman. Pitch in the dirt, gets away. Throw to third, high. White Sox lucky to not give up a run on that play. Olson, I think, probably should have just ate it. Tried to make the throw to third late, nearly threw it over the third baseman's head. Would have allowed the tying run to score and been the 5th error of the game. Gus Bruner, designated hitter. Called strike down the heart of the plate. Breaking ball down and in. Actually, it's top of the order, Luke Sullivan. I thought I heard Brew. It had actually saying Luke. 1-2. Runner at third, a huge strike 2 pitch. Runner at first goes, and that's driven to left. making the catch, ranging over towards center field for out number 3, preserving the lead for the time being for the Wet Sox as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Still Hillsboro 6 and Mound Time 5.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Bottom of the 6th inning, 6-5. Hillsboro clinging to a 1-run lead, but both teams seemingly wanting to give this game away defensively. 5 errors combined. Pitcher for Mound Time will be number 10, Gus Brunner, designated hitter. Leading off for the Wet Sox, number 13, Hayden Grott, shortstop. First pitch just makes its way over the top of the back screen, 0-1. Pitch is popped up to the right side of the infield, just on the edge of the grass. Second baseman coming over to make the catch towards first for out number 1. High fastball, unable to connect for David Trejo. Go one, breaking ball up and away, 1-1. Grounder to second. And another error. This time for Mound Time, second baseman. And a base runner for the Wet Sox. Dexter Olson, Wet Sox catcher. Strike at the knees, cutter right to left. 0-1. Throw to first. Just misses inside, 1-1. Foul tipped into the glove of Listy, 1-2. Believe he wanted to throw that as a breaking ball, but it missed badly outside, 2-2. Fastball tried to go down and in, but Olson able to connect foul, 2-2. Again, pitch is fouled off. Straight back. Swung on and missed. Throw to second, not in time. 2 outs with the strikeout at the plate. Second at bat for Nate Scharringhausen. Runner in scoring position at second base. First pitch taken for strike one. Down and in, nice save by Listy to block that pitch. 1-1. Upstairs, a little bit inside, 2-1. More up in the strike zone than anything else. It's outside from Gus Brunner. 3-1. And apparently a pickoff at second base to end the bottom of the sixth. See if the Red Sox can play some clean defense to close out the game in the top of the seventh with a 1-run lead.
The Army National Guard plays a vital role in your community. We're on the front lines supporting essential personnel, first responders, law enforcement, and medical professionals, delivering food, supplies, and medicine, keeping communities safe, making a difference. During emergencies, we're always ready, always there. Learn more about part-time service in the Army National Guard at nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Oregon Army National Guard, aired by the Oregon Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Top of the seventh inning, Red Sox trying to close out their second victory in a row, or at least their second victory in a row. Not sure about how tournament went at Roseburg for Doc Stewart's for Father's Day weekend. First pitch misses in the dirt, ball one. Pitch is chopped high to past the second baseman for a base hit to right. Tying run is aboard in the top of the 7th. Malachi O'Brien, third baseman. Throw to first. Technically an error. We're not going to put it on the board. It did not allow the runner to advance. Is lifted to right, and the catch is made for out number 1. Batter number 98, catcher Ryder Listy. Runner at first goes. Strike called, but it gets away from Dexter Olson. Tying run is now in scoring position with 1 out. We may have a 9-inning contest before there's 9-inning contest before this game is over. Pitch just low, below the knees, 1-1. Scheduled for 7, but any more mistakes or base hits like that into the corner, and that's going to allow Mound Time, like we mentioned, to tie the game and put the go-ahead run now at second base. Still just 1 out. Ryder Listy, a 2-out double, or a 1-out double. Cohen Hall at the plate. Listy will be pinch ran for as the Moles catcher. Off the end of the bat, driven to center field. That will get down. Throw to the plate will keep the runner at third, but runners at the corners and only 1 out. And a great opportunity for Mound Time to take the lead late. And Owen Hagerman, the hitter. Be a great time for a double play for Hale. Pitch down and in, ball 1. Long-time, well-known eating establishment. About to finish a full remodel Hale's restaurant on the west end of TV Highway. Strike called 1-1. Not sure if Travis Hale is any relation to the owners. Pitch is grounded to third, smothered. Throw to first will be in time for the out, but the run will score on the play. And Mound Time takes the lead. Gus Brenner, 2 outs, and now this score holds would be the winning pitcher. Pitches up and away, ball 1. "13 runs, 19 hits, 6 errors in this game." Hale looks at second, pitch down and in, 2-0. Outside, ball 3. Strike called for the first one of the at-bat. 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike to Gus Brenner. This is outside, gets away from Olson. 2 runners aboard with 2 outs. The hitter, Riley Villa. Two in the first, 3 in the fifth, 2 in the seventh. 4 mound time, 3 in the third, 3 in the fifth for the White Sox. I believe Cameron Nichols will pinch run at first base for the Moles. And the gasps from the Mound Time fans on the pickoff attempt at second. It's been a dangerous proposition at best for White Sox all night. Throw to the plate, up and in, ball 1. The hitter, Riley Villa. The 1-0, up to third, throw to first is in time for out a number 3, despite the hurried throw that was low, but Mound Time, we've had a back and forth affair, able to retake the lead in the top of the 7th inning in a 7-inning contest. White Sox have 3 outs to try to pick up at least a run. We'll be back.
This is a public notice from the Social Security Disability Helpline. If you're one of the millions of Americans who are disabled and unable to work, you may be eligible for disability benefits from Social Security. Receiving benefits is your right. If you suffer from physical or mental disability, whether you're applying for the first time or you've already been denied, we can help. We'll evaluate your situation and deal with Social Security on your behalf. Best of all, there's no fee until you receive your benefits. Remember, we only get paid if you win your case. There are many reasons and conditions that may make you eligible for disability benefits. Many of them you may not be aware of. So if you're disabled and unable to work, call now to get started with your free, no-obligation consultation.
Call 877-866-8640. That's 877-866-8640. Again, 877-866-8640. Call now.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Mound Time now with a 7-6 lead. First pitch to Nate Scharinghausen. Nate Scharinghausen is low for ball 1. Just misses low, 2-0. Well inside, 3-0, and Gus Bruner about to walk the tying run aboard with a 3-0 count. Taken all the way for strike 1. And on a 3-1 pitch, driven deep to center field, making the catch for out number 1. And number 21, Diego Lopez, his first at bat. Strike at the knees, 0-1. It's not Diego Lopez, it's Jordan Farnes, 27, not 21. Pitch, swung on, grounded to short, the throw to first. For out number 2. And the Red Sox are down to David Hoskins for their final opportunity to tie the game. First pitch swinging, pops it up. And right fielder comes in after the second baseman lost it, and Mound Time able to come back with 2 in the top of the 7th for the 7-6 victory. 7 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors, 6 runs, 8 hits, 4 errors for the Red Sox in defeat. That will do it for us from Century High School. Baseball field, home of the Jaguars, and for the summer, along with Forest Grove High School, home of the Hillsboro Red Sox. I'm Trevor Beard, voice of the Braves and the Hillsboro Red Sox. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening. Stay safe. Good night, and God bless.